this video, we'll show you how to use the tracking form. The tracking form lets you tag your important bills and store your company's information about those bills. For example, I'm concerned about healthcare coverage, so I want to track AB 52. On the bill information page, I can click the blue Add Tracking Form button to begin tracking this bill. You'll notice the tracking form has 15 different areas to store my information. There are default labels for each of these sections, but they can be changed to fit my company's needs. At the bottom of the page is a link to the user guide, and I can fill out the form on the last page to request any changes. Capital Track staff will change the labels for me, but I can add any option I need to each section. I've already begun tracking some bills and assigned those to Dave and Rick, but if I need to assign bills to Jennifer and Julie, I can type each name in the field to the right of Assigned and click Add Field. Now I can assign any bill to any of the 4 people. The same is true for any other section of the tracking form. If I want to watch a bill, I can add that option just as easily. You'll notice the names have checkboxes next to them, whereas the positions have radio buttons next to them. This happens because I may need to assign a bill to Jennifer and Julie, but I won't ever support and oppose a bill at the same time. Be sure to keep this difference in mind when you're setting up your tracking form for the first time. At the bottom of the form is a date field, 3 notes fields, and a memo field. The date field can be used to store the date something will happen for this bill, whether it be the date an internal analysis is due or the date the bill will be discussed at a board meeting. The 3 notes fields can be used to divide different types of notes into different sections. For instance, I might want to keep my internal notes in the first section and my public notes in the second section. When I create a report, I can pick which type of notes should be included on that report. The memo field lets me add rich text, meaning I can add tables of information or color and formatting to my text. The tracking form is customizable to fit my company's needs. So after I customize my tracking form, it may look something like this. When I begin tracking a bill, I can make as many selections as I want to, or I can leave each field blank and simply click the Save button. Once I save a tracking form, it appears on my bill information page. Lobbying firms and other companies that represent multiple interests are able to add multiple tracking forms, one for each client. Associations, agencies, and corporations are allowed to add only one tracking form for each bill to keep from duplicating information. If I'm already tracking a bill, I can edit my selections at any time by clicking the Edit link. If this bill is no longer a bill that I'm interested in, I can archive my tracking form so the bill no longer shows on my reports. However, the tracking form information is saved in case I need to reference it at a later date. Archiving is a great way to set aside bills that were chaptered or vetoed during the first year of session or were gotten amended and no longer affect me. This concludes the tracking form video. Please watch our next video to learn about creating, saving, and running reports.